What the fuck is the deal? Let's get right to this shit. Rapper Young Thug says broke people shouldn't have babies. Broke people shouldn't have kids. Last time I checked, Jeffrey was not born rich. Neither were his parents. Jeffrey was born broke. Jeffrey was born so broke when he grew up, he had to sell drugs, rob niggas, trap, and bust licks and catch jugs, or catch licks and bust jugs, however you want to put that. So, by his own opinion, he himself would not have been born. His parents would have not fucking come together and had sex to conceive him because they didn't have money. What do you say? Be broke people be having kids and they kids grow up to be wanting things, and because they don't have money, now they go out there and start stealing and robbing and doing all of this and doing all of that. The same shit he was doing in the streets because his parents were broke, excuse me, and had a baby. Him, Jeffrey. That goes to show you, man, how that's another example of niggas not being themselves or or whatever until they have a certain level of separation from the hood due to their financial stability. Break it down in nigga terms and hood phrase. Niggas be switching up when they get money. When the nigga gets money, then you gonna see who the real nigga is. That's who that nigga has always really been. But he couldn't really be like that because he didn't have the money. Because he knew if he was actually like that while he was still in the hood, he would have been shot, killed, or beat up. One of the three. Probably all three. But because he has a certain level of money, he don't have to go into the hood. He don't have to go to the hood for nothing. Niggas from the hood can't get to him because he has a certain level of money. So therefore, a lot of things a nigga won't say when he broke and he ain't got no money. Or he still has to be in the hood. But as soon as a nigga gets money to get up out the hood, you see the real side of them. You see the real side of them. You think Young Thug was wearing fingernail polish when he was still living in the hood, calling calling niggas his lover? He was calling rappers his boo. That's my lover. You think he was doing that shit in the hood? Hey, that's my lover right there. Niggas would have looked at him like, yo, you fucking stupid. You ever fucking talk to me like that? In your fucking life, talk to me like that. What is that? But alas, here we are. It's just, here we are. The fuck? Oh, okay. Grill, nigga.
Crazy. I'm inclined to believe that. I know.
Mm.
That's why I'm inclined to believe that the way this weather going,
Yeah, we about to die.
yeah, I ain't gonna have no kids. I ain't gonna explain it.
You stupid. It's just because I'm talking about Young Thug shit.
Talking about Thugger, son.
You heard what he said?
If you broke, you should have no kids.
But by that definition, that nigga wouldn't be born. But what did he say the kids do when broke people have kids? They grow up and they want things, right? And you can't give it to them. So what do? They
Hit the
rob,
block.
sell drugs.
Hit the block. What? Somewhere down to that. Hit the block.
What did he have to do?
Hit the block.
Because his parents were
Oh and shit.
when they had him.
But his kids is good now.
His kids wouldn't be good
If he
if his
wasn't Young
parents
Thug.
lived by what he said. If his parents had the same thought that he has, I'm broke, I ain't gonna have no kids. He
Did you
wouldn't be
see the
born.
whole thing, or you just read that?
No, I saw it. I saw it. I watched the video. There's a lot wrong with that.
No kids. I'm broke.
See, here goes the thing. He said broke people shouldn't have kids.
Broke is just a mentality, though. It's a mindset.
No, not with this nigga. Not with his context.
But
No, that
off of
was
what?
money. Broke money because your kids want things and you can't give it to them. That's a whole monetary thing. By his own definition, his own opinion, he would not be born. His parents didn't have the money to get him things when he was growing up. That's why he hit the block.
Lord.
Exactly. He big homie. Yeah. One could say he was blessed with the lyrical, a musical talent. Cool, cool, cool. Nigga, you wouldn't be born if your parents had the same. If your father had the same ideas and your mother had the same, you would not be born. This is a this is a classic situation of niggas living in the hood and niggas get money and niggas change because niggas can't touch them. Kanye West, perfect example. Once he became billionaire, Kanye West, he started talking greasy. Why? Because he knows nobody can touch him. He knows nobody is going to have that easy access to touch him. So therefore, boom, fuck that. We're going to stay the Young Thug. When Young Thug first came out, you think that nigga was before he came out, you think that nigga Young Thug was wearing fingernail polish in the hood?
Yeah, he was.
In the hood?
Yeah, he was.
Before?
Yes.
Where's the pictures? Show me
Videos and shit, all that shit.
videos of when? After he met Birdman?
Nope.
Before? I gotta see that shit. I don't believe it. Think he was wearing dresses before he hit the hood? Before he got big?
Yes.
Don't believe it.
Yes, he was. It's proof, bro.
Before he got big?
Yes.
Don't believe it. I don't believe it.
He was, bro.
Call the nigga's his lover, and his boo, and his bae before he got big? No. Don't believe it.
It was a video, my nigga.
It's easy to backdate shit. It's easy to backdate shit. With this technology, it's easy to backdate shit. Easy to backdate shit. But but I don't believe it. Nigga wasn't doing none of that shit before he hit the hood. Because I'm a nigga who has lived in the hood his whole fucking life in New York, and I've lived in the hood in Alabama. I can tell you one thing that's for sure. Down south, and this is not my personal opinion, but this is how it is down south. This is a fact. Down south, even more down south is like damn near like the Caribbeans when it comes to that that broke wrist shit. You feel me? That's not no.
That's Thug.
That's that
Both of
wasn't
them is Thug.
that was not before he got big.
It was before he got.
No, I remember when that picture came out. I remember that picture.
There was another picture though.
No, I'm telling you, I know the picture. I remember that picture. That was after he came out. That was after he came out as a rapper. Mm-mm. I know that picture. Oh shit. Wow, yeah. Niggas ain't doing that shit, bro. Trust me. Like I was saying, down south is like the Caribbeans. Is in America the closest place that is like the Caribbeans when it comes to that alternative lifestyle that people choose to live is down south. Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Arkansas. Not for nothing. You won't see no. If you go down there in them states I just mentioned and you see a rainbow flag hanging on an establishment, understand that place is, how would I put this? That place is rare. You just found a pile of diamonds, so to speak. You just hit oil. The niggas don't play that. They don't play that shit down in the South. Because, see, up north, it's more liberal and shit. The reason they don't care about it is because it's liberal. Uh, what is it? Generationally, down south, that is frowned upon and is not accepted on some shit because of buck breaking. They don't play that shit down south. You see, alternative lifestyle people down south, they keep to themselves because they know it's not something that they can you can, whether it's right or wrong is not what I'm debating here. It's what happens. That's all I'm saying. Whether I agree with it or not is not up for debate. I'm not gonna say, but this is the facts. When they go down with nigga, they stay to themselves. Florida is a little different. I'll take that back. Take Florida out. They're a little different because of the club scene and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? It's out there. They out there. But aside from Miami, the strip, they don't go far outside of Florida. What was Orlando? The club, what was it? That club. That club was a big thing because nigga ain't no clubs out there like that for real. But I don't know, nigga, because if that's the case, nigga, none of us would be born if people live by Young Thug. Because what's nigga, my mom's got money, right? But she's broke compared to a nigga like Young Thug. Young Thug has money. Young Thug is broke when you compare him to a nigga like Nas. Hmm.
Yeah.
When you compare Young Thug monetary gain to Nas's, Young Thug is broke. Nas has been in the game for 30 fucking years. Nas has more than $50 million in his bank account. Easily. That he don't have to touch. Young Thug don't have, in my opinion, he don't have 50 million saved up, tax paid that just sits there that he don't have to touch. He hasn't been in the rap game long enough. Now, yeah, the money is different nowadays, but he don't have it. Cause niggas nowadays are too concerned with too concerned with other shit. But Young Thug is that's a dumbass. thing to say out loud. Like, not for nothing. In some regards, I do agree with his opinion. In some regards, if you know you cannot afford to have a child, you should not bring this child into the world. True. But how many people are truly can truly say they can't afford to not bring a child in this world? Very few. Because the only thing a nigga got to do really when they have a child is step it up. Step it up. You work already? Well, you got to cut shit out and put that money to the side, and you'll be fine. You will be fine. Certain, very few people in this world fit the category of what he actually said. And that would be drug addicts. Strictly drug addicts and alcoholics. You niggas, I don't believe a drug addict and an alcoholic should have a baby. Why? Because they're addicted to something. That addiction, it can be proven, will cost the child their life because the parent sat there and got fucking drunk and didn't feed the baby for 12 fucking hours because they were passed out, stone drunk, and that baby died. No, addicts is the same way. They went on a crack binge for 7 days and left the kid in the house. Come back, the baby's dead. No, you niggas shouldn't have kids. But if you just ain't got what $1 million in the bank, nigga, and you should no, nigga, have your fucking kid. But what he said was truly, truly stupid. And that don't even he don't even understand the effect that he got. That's what that's gonna have on kids because he's influential to these younger generations. I almost said something fucked up about them, but not all of them are like that, so I can't say that. Not enough of them, because for the most part, this generation is on the fucking game when it comes to other shit. They're on the game with the wrong shit. Because when I was 19, 20, nigga, I did not have a fucking. I was not even thinking about buying a BMW. That was the furthest thing away from my mind. Niggas 19, 20 now pushing BMs, up to date ones. Because they scamming. But aside from those two groups, Young Thug sounds stupid as fuck. How'd you feel if your mom's in pop shot like that? You wouldn't be here. We would not be able to have this conversation. I damn sure wouldn't be here. For real. Nigga, my mom's and pops met in Job Corps. Nigga, that's broke. And you weren't educated because you in Job Corps. Meaning you did not finish high school. So I had definitely never been here. But here I am. Young Thug owes his whole and this is the craziest shit in the fucking world. You talking about niggas who broke with no money. These are the niggas who gave you your money by buying your shit. So now you just shitted on the customers. Are you serious, nigga? If I know I'm in the business of I need people to buy my shit so I can get my money, the last thing I want to do is disrespect a whole portion, a whole 60% of these people. Because if you want to go by the US statistics, 75 to 80% of black households are at poverty or just below it. Only about, pardon me, only about 15% of black families in the United States are what we would consider above the poverty line. And they're just barely above it. Just barely. The athletes abroad, that's 1%. That's actually less than 1% of the black population in America. So we can't use their averages to factor in with us. Niggas be dumb. Niggas be dumb. Niggas be talking out their ass. But then when a nigga like me comes around who makes a video about it and says something, it's all, see, that's what these lame ass niggas do. They just be hating. I ain't never hate, not once. Never a hater. Always a congratulator. Get your money, fam. I ain't mad at it. I'm happy for you. Get your money. But that don't mean when you say some stupid shit, I can't call you the fuck out. Because remember, it's the same nigga who said, nigga, he don't worry about none of that shit. He leave that shit up to the politicians and the rappers and that. But what we out here doing, we out here getting money, getting fresh, getting jury, getting, mind you, niggas is dying all across the nation due to cop violence at that time. And this is what he said. Tupac said it best. When rappers stop caring about what goes on in the hood, I'm paraphrasing. When rappers stop caring about what goes on in the hood and stop talking about what the real situations in their music, that's when it's over. It's over. He's no longer for us. He's an agent for them now. Because all he do is perpetuate the cycle of fucking what's the word I want to say? Perpetuate the cycle of buffoonery that falls on black men in underprivileged hoods to sell drugs, join gangs, commit robberies, and just do crime and violence to get money. When was the last time we had a song like Nas, I Know I Can? That was popular. Because there are songs out here like that niggas making on their albums. Something like a J. Cole, um, Run Away, that shit, you can't deny that. He's J. Cole. Niggas is gonna call in that radio station, tweet, Twitter bomb, Instagram bomb, pages, nigga. Get J. Cole song on here. Get this nigga on here. We want this nigga song. Why? Because it's a nice song. It's uplifting. But this nigga Young Thug, mm, I don't know, man. I don't know what be wrong with niggas. I hope that's not what happens when you get money. Because I want money. I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get it. If that, yeah, if that is what's to happen when you get money, nigga, I want niggas to body me. The moment I switch the fuck up when I get some money on some real shit, slap the shit out me and refer to me back to my old YouTube videos, my Instagram videos. Slap the shit out of me and sit me down. Watch what you used to say. Now you saying this because you got money. Now you like this because you got money. Slap me, my nigga. Get me back to my motherfucking senses. Don't let me fall to the darkness, nigga. Don't let me fall. I'm telling you, if I fall to the darkness and I realize y'all let me fall, I'm taking everybody with me. Nigga, fuck that. We all going down now. Nigga, I'm taking everybody with me, nigga. Everybody, your mama, your daddy, your aunt, your aunt, your cousin, nigga. I'm gonna go find your family. We all going down. I'm giving out gasoline, boots, and kerosene drawers to everybody, nigga. We gonna make this a party, nigga. I'm gonna pay for it too, but we gonna make it a party. Nigga said, fuck that. Nigga, I turned to Nino Brown, nigga. This shit bigger than Nino Brown. Fucking savages. Mm-mm. But I don't know. What you doing, nigga? You ain't doing shit.
So, oh, well,
Smoke again. Pulling up again, nigga.
probably later.
Oh, you out fuck your shit.
Yeah.
Ah, nigga, holla at me.
That's another point, bro.
You stupid, nigga. Fuck out of here. Fuck my shit, though. The word. Blew it out. Yeah, I'm just bullshitting. I ain't worried about that. Hell no. Because truth be told, every time I get me, I ain't gonna hold you. For when the pandemic happened, right? And the shutdown of 2020, I didn't apply for unemployment until like the last week when they were giving out your unemployment and all of that shit. I came up like $35,000 in three bank deposits. Three bank deposits. I went stupid. But not stupid as in the typical sense. I gave my baby moms at the time, I think I gave her like $8,000. I spent like $7,000 on my son. I bought shit for my cousins who live in another part of New York. I told them, yo, y'all got like this much money, go on Amazon, here goes my account, put everything in my cart, and let me know when y'all done. I'ma pay for it. I did all kinds of shit. And for my niggas who, who people who live around me, I smoke weed. I bought quarter pounds of weed. And what's up? What we doing? It's the summertime. We chilling, nigga. I came up, nigga. Let's live a little bit. I ain't worried about it. I'm just bullshitting. But the possibility is there. It's even though however minuscule it is, but slap the shit out of me. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm quite sure with in fact it won't. But I'm damn sure trying to get my money. 'Cause when I get my money, nigga, it's like everybody getting some money in a sense. Now everybody don't ain't gonna get no handout of some money. Nah. But come around. And while you around, you ain't gotta worry about shit. Like you smoke, all right, we smoking. You drink, we drinking. You wanna eat, we eating. Like we could do things like that. But how Young Thug just like that's what like I was saying when my homeboy was here. You don't disrespect the customers who are the reason you have the money that you have. Young Thug, you buying a Bentley? Well, guess who actually paid for that Bentley? Um, a few 100,000 people who bought your album. Yeah, it's a few 100,000. You sold a million records. You get this? That's because these people bought the record. You do a show, and for your show, you can charge 100,000. Well, guess who coming to the show to pay the ticket price so you can be paid 100,000 fucking dollars? The people in the audience, those broke niggas that you were talking about should not be having kids. They're the ones who just paid your $100,000 charge and fee or whatever to perform. I'm convinced these niggas don't have nobody around them with no kind of higher intelligent thought process at all. At all. Because why would you say something like that? Do you know how you can that blanket ass fucking statement can offend a lot of fucking people, black people? Because we could know for good goddamn for sure and well this nigga ain't talking to white people, talking to black people. So I guess his grandmother shouldn't have had his mama, or his paternal grandmother shouldn't have had his father. He wouldn't drop an album showing people how not to be poor. He wouldn't. He won't even give. He won't even give his opinion on other fucked up shit that's happening with black people. He damn sure ain't gonna help. He damn sure ain't gonna say nothing in an album that's gonna teach other black people to get their money up. Yeah, exactly. That's all he gonna make. That's all he gonna do. Because these niggas, all these niggas want to do, truth be told, and this is the sad part, niggas don't want other black people to be on their level with them because what makes them special if other motherfuckers are on my level too? See, yeah, that 10 crack commandments, people don't understand that. He's actually telling niggas how to get money. Never get high. Never get high on your own supply. Nigga, that's some key shit. It don't even have to be crack. You selling weed? Yeah, don't smoke your own fucking weed that you're selling. Why? Because that's fucking your money up. You bought this to sell it. Never get high on your own supply. Go buy some other fucking weed. But Biggie came up in a different era. So, you know, it's to be understood. But yeah, like I'm convinced niggas don't have nobody of a higher process thought of a higher thought process. Hold on. I'm convinced they don't have a higher nobody with a higher thought process around them. You wouldn't say some of this absurd shit. You wouldn't say this. All they're gonna do is perpetuate the cycle. That's all he's here to do. And that's what I was saying. He don't want nobody on the same pardon me. Slow down. In the world today, there are only but there are only under 100 rappers, and I'm probably being generous, but under 100 rappers who can legitimately say they're fucking rich off rap, just strictly rap. Now those 100 people in a world of 8 billion people are special, stand out. Everybody knows them. You got the Jay Z, LL Cool J, um, Lil Wayne. You know, rappers, whatever. Young Thug is one of them niggas who's a rapper who don't want nobody on his level with him, in my opinion. That's like none of these niggas do. Cause then what makes them stand out? Nothing. If everybody is able to go buy a Bentley, what makes your Bentley so special? Why is it so nice that you have a Bentley? Everybody and their mama out here drives a Nissan, some kind of Nissan Altima. Niggas don't feel special about that car. Why? Because it's common. Once shit becomes common, niggas don't feel special. Some of these people are attention whores. They're attention addicts. If the spotlight ain't on them, then they got to do something to make the spotlight on them. Because I'm gonna go so far and say, Young Thug knew what he was saying and knew what kind of reaction he might get from some people to a degree. He knew what he was saying was some bullshit, but he said it anyway. Oh, the fuck? Oh, it is a fucking squirrel in there. Oh shit. This nigga is ill. Now the birds are going in my shit. Fuck them. But Young Thug knew what he was saying. He knew what kind of reaction he was going to get in some regards, and he knew what he was doing. I bet he got something popping soon. Something's probably going to be, show, a song, or something. But it's this kind of shit from rappers and shit nowadays that make me really, 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 really wish I can go back to the 90s, early 2000s, because that's when shit had real substance. That's when these rappers were real motherfuckers. Like rappers nowadays, man, for the most part, it's all an act. That's how I feel. I'm not saying that niggas aren't still grown as adult men, and that if you walk up to him and spit in his face, that he won't punch you in your mouth. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is a lot of them wouldn't bust a grape at a fruit fight. They wouldn't. A lot of these niggas would have to be put in a position to where that is their only choice before they would choose to go that route. Because these niggas be fronting right now in the music. Young Thug, I guarantee, will come out with a song talking about, you know, he, any rapper for that matter, will come out with a song talking about they be in the jug and shit. Nigga, no, you don't. Not anymore. You used to be, but not anymore. Because if you a rapper successfully, you still out here making street moves and shit, you're a dummy. You're a dummy. Like biggest idiot in the world, right? And biggest, the most recent idiot in the world, Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty. He's locked up over dumb shit. Over dumb shit. But he fits into that young thug category too. But these niggas out here nowadays, it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. My homeboys the other day asked me, like, yo, do you listen to any new music? And I played a couple new songs, but truth be told, I don't listen to these new niggas. I don't want to hear Young Thug. I don't half the time. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm fucking stupid. Half the time, I don't even understand what Young Thug is saying. I don't. When he, I don't know what you're saying, my guy. I don't know what you're saying, and that shit don't sound. It like I don't know, man. It ain't for me. Again, I ain't no hater. I'm gonna congratulate it. Get your money, but you won't get it from me because it's not my cup of tea, nor is it my motherfucking bowl of soup. So you know, but if you fuck with him, I ain't knocking it. Go ahead, do what you do, nigga. I don't give a fuck. But we need a lot less Young Thugs, and we need a lot more J Cole's. And I do not even include Kendrick Lamar in this fucking conversation anymore. Speaking of it, real quick, I do not include Kendrick Lamar in the same category. Yeah, that's a fact. 2010ish and up, it's like it's real shaky. But I do not even fuck with Kendrick Lamar anymore because how the fuck Kendrick Lamar gonna go perform at the Super Bowl? This is the same nigga who told me on a song, I got loyalty and royalty inside my DNA, and you gonna go perform at the Super Bowl, knowing fully fucking well what they did to Colin Kaepernick and what they have most recently done to Antonio Brown, and the fact that there's three black NFL, one was a head coach, and the other two were like assistant or offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, but they all have a lawsuit right now against, and niggas gonna go perform at the Super Bowl for these niggas. So J. Cole is that nigga. We need more J. Cole's. I could give a damn about a Kendrick Lamar anymore. But we need more J. Cole's. strictly J. Cole's. And on the underground side of rap music, we need more Grizzy Hendrix. Fucking love Grizzy Hendrix. Cause nowadays, nigga, it's like, the fuck am I listening to out here? And then not only is it what am I listening to, it's like these young kids, this younger generation is really taking this shit to heart. I know what older niggas than me go say, oh, we can say the same about your generation. That is absolutely 1000% fucking true. I will not sit here and lie and say when I was a young teenager, adolescent, music didn't influence me to a certain degree. I was a child, you know what I mean? But I can for sure say with my generation, compared to this generation that's coming up, they're taking that shit even further than we did, and even further than anybody ever thought it could be. Chicago has always been fucked up, but it was never fucked up like it was with this young generation. It was never like that. 2006 and part of 2007, I lived in Chicago because I was in the military. I lived in the Chicago because I was in the military. And it was violent then. It was violent, but it was not like this. It was not hundreds of bodies dropping to my knowledge. Yeah, the niggas fought though. Yeah, we shot though. We shot. But not like these niggas. The first at least we would fight first. For real. Before we got to shooting, we would fight. Nowadays they don't even they shooting, man. We just pulling out and dumping. I ain't fighting nobody. I'm shooting this nigga. It's like, God damn. In New York, niggas even went through a pepper spray mace stage. Yeah, like we even in New York, we even went through a stage where we was pepper spraying and macing motherfuckers, and, and didn't fight. And it was only probably after we didn't have 3, 4 fights that all right, now fuck that, nigga. You just beat my man's up. OD, we gonna shoot. Now, even in New York, older dudes wasn't shooting because it's hard as shit to get. North Carolina, by comparison, North Carolina to New York, y'all get guns way easy. I think it's 18 to get a gun license down there. It's very fucking easy. In New York, ain't too only people in New York running around with a gun on them legitimately and legally are people who work in law enforcement or work for armored trucks or that high level of security guard that needs to have one. Like that in North Carolina, down south, everybody and their mama potentially has a gun. Up here, it ain't even like that. A nigga pull out a gun on you up here, it's like, oh shit, nigga, you got the hammer? But down south, a nigga pull out the gun down south in North Carolina, nigga pull out a gun on the nigga gonna pull out his gun like, what's up? Then you got niggas across the street who gonna pull their gun out. Like, fuck these niggas doing over there with their guns out. I'm gonna pull my shit out because they start dumping this way so I could dump back. That shit ain't even like that up here. Niggas shoot up here, the whole fucking police precinct be on the scene. The whole police precinct. 12 cop cars out there. Helicopters going on. They trying to find the gun, the gun. The nigga with the gun. Way different. But now, but even still with it being way different, this new generation in New York shoot niggas way, 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 way more than my generation. Like, I don't remember in my generation. There's a famous situation, infamous, I would say, not even famous, but a well known situation with a young girl on a bus a couple of years ago who was killed on the bus because these little young niggas shot inside the bus or some shit like that. Shit like that wasn't happening when I was a teenager. We barely got our hands on guns as teenagers in New York. You know, where I live, it was very rare. I was gonna say very rare, but it was rare that it was very rare when I was a teenager where I chilled at that in the group of 15, 3 people or more had guns. And these ain't even. Oh no, don't get it twisted. NYC was very fucking dangerous back in the day. Yes, it fucking was, but it was not on some gun violence type shit. From my personal experiences, it was not gun violence. It was you will get stabbed, you will get beat up and jumped, and you will get robbed, and you will get fucked up. You could get shot, but there's areas of Queens, New York, where I know if I go over here and do this, I'm going to get more than likely shot. So it's like that. Like my area where I live, the potential for you getting shot over here was not as high as it is if I go fucking 30 blocks that way to Southside. Southside, you're probably gonna get shot. Even today, you're probably gonna get shot in Southside. Southside has never changed. There are areas in New York where it's the Wild West. Like, yeah, it's really they got the police sitting in the fucking things over here. Like they have the big uh mobile fucking what's the mobile tactical unit trucks that sit right there. That's like a mobile police precinct. They have them sitting in some neighborhoods in New York. It happens. It's about to be summertime. And shit's is about to be right back out. Because in the wintertime, niggas kind of cool down. In the summertime, oh, it's back on. Because everybody outside. And not to mention, we black. That sun is gonna fuck with our third. We're gonna be outside. We in our element now. So it was very dangerous. They've cleaned it up, but see, these young niggas just don't care. So yeah, it's cleaned up on the outwardly appearance if you just give it a glance over. But for me living here, I know this shit look good, but it ain't. It's really not. Niggas is still out here wilding, but shit be wild out here. Shit is wild. But all of this shit is happening, and we're gonna circle all the way back around. Now everything we just spoke about, according to Young Thug, that is because broke people have kids. And those are the actions of those kids who were born to broke people because their family couldn't afford to get them things. So these are the actions they take, which just so happened to be the same actions Young Thug took because he was born to broke parents. I wish I had a great imagination to make this kind of shit up, but I don't, unfortunately. Because if I did, I would be the next J.K. Rowling. For anybody who may see this later, that is the author of the Harry Potter books. I would be the next J.K. Rowling. I would be the next J.R.R. Tolkien. That is the author of the Lord of the Rings books, where those movies were inspired. J.R.R. Tolkien. He wrote that shit. So I wish, but I can't. I never thought I heard a nigga say some buffoonery like that. Yes, a lot of children before fame. And the crazy thing is, when he had them children before fame, one could say he was broke because he's out there catching licks and busting jugs and sitting up in the trap and trapping in the trap houses and shit. Nigga, you just said niggas do that because they're born to broke parents. So niggas gotta go out and get it. Cause it's I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. When black people get money, some of these black people get money, it's like the worst. It's worse when they say certain shit. Like, excuse me, on a whole nother subject, like the Jada Pinkett, she is very fucking manipulative. She's very manipulative. And the fact that she has that light shined on her or the light is shown on her, however you want to put that past present tense, her actions are fucking harmful to black women, black people too, period, but more so black women, because it paints this picture that all black women are like her. It paints the picture that, look at, you know what I mean? Look at the picture it paints about her and how people take that and want to use her as an example for all black women. Like Kevin Samuels is gonna take that shit and run with it. Oh my God. I know he took that shit and ran with it. I'm gonna go. I gotta find out if he actually spoke on that because I know he took that shit and ran to the motherfucking Baja with that shit. I know he did, and I find Kevin entertaining just for because I brought him up. I find him entertaining. He's highly entertaining to me. But and the Amber Heard, I saw some people saying what's happening with Amber Heard is harmful to women because now they won't be believed for being when situations of domestic abuse come up. And it's like, hey, it is what it is with that one, but it is harmful and that's wrong. And niggas just don't understand how niggas can take shit and spin shit and make it work against us for the wrong fucking reasons. Like, not all black women are like Jada Pinkett. Not all women in general are like Amber Heard. But this is all the shit that, goes on with us out here. But niggas just don't see what's going like I don't see how y'all can't see this shit. They cherry pick certain shit to put on display and in the limelight and say, see, this is how, you know, people are. This is how black people are. This is how white people are. This is well, not so much white people, but this is how black people are. This is how women are. This is how black women are. This is how black men are. And overall, niggas just, I don't know. Niggas need to like, what is it? Straighten up, fly right, get your shit together. Because it's only getting worse out here. It's only getting worse out here for niggas. And truth be told, niggas don't need to be saying shit that causes a distraction to other shit. This fucking squirrel is sitting out playing my shit. What's up, nigga? Niggas don't need to be speaking on some whole like. Why would you say this, young thug? Like you just making niggas. It's like we never should have gave you niggas money. Wait a minute. What? From Olivia is the devil. It is a way to be. Mm, I'm not going to front. I usually stay away from certain shit when it comes to females. That's just me. But I will say this as far as feminism goes. That shit is stupid. That shit is stupid. Yeah, that shit is stupid. And that's the thing, cause I forgot. There's a woman who what was her name? Don't call me white or some shit. She's a comedian. She used to be on the Joe Budden podcast. Is where I saw her. Um, and she said when it comes to certain issues, like females don't realize they be like females need to shut up because they be the cause of a lot of violence. And that this shit right there, they be the cause of a lot of violence because the female will get mad and shit and all kinds of shit and start wars and just sit back because someone had an argument and now they went and told it said something and now her brothers want to go see this man and now they go see that man and now a whole fucking war starts all because of a messy ass woman. And while all this shit is going on, what is she doing? Nothing, sitting back. And this feminism is fucking stupid. Because I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not a sexist man either, but understand that fair is fair, right is right. Like if my job, if I own a company and I have employees, and my employees' job, what I need them to do is I need these boxes moved from here onto the truck. And if I manage my shit out, calculate it out, I need 100 boxes that weigh 30 pounds moved onto the trucks every day by each one of my employees in order for me to make enough money to pay them what they want to be paid. Let's say $20 an hour. All right. So I have my company, John, Bob, Peter, and Sarah. John, Bob, Peter, Sarah. John, Bob, and Peter all move 100 boxes a day. Every day they come to work for $20 an hour. Sarah moves 85 boxes every day when she comes to work for $20 an hour. That's unfair. My job, I need production. I pay on a production level. How much do you produce? What do you do? Sarah wants $20 an hour because John and Bob and Peter gets $20 an hour, but they also move 100 boxes a fucking day. Every day. You only move 85. And because you only move 85, I have to ask them guys to move an extra 6 boxes to make up for your 15 that you did not move. I'm not paying Sarah $20 an hour. Sarah can get paid $19 an hour. John, Bob, and Peter can get paid 20.50 an hour because I have to pay them an extra 50 fucking cents to pick up your slack. Feminism says I'm fucking wrong. That's fucking stupid. Now, if we're talking about another fucking area of the workforce where let's say same people, but we typing. These niggas can type. John, Bob, and Peter can type 200 words a minute. Sarah can type 300 words a minute. I'm paying Sarah more money than I'm paying John, Bob, and Peter. Why? Because she does more. She can produce more. And I have to pay her a little extra because these niggas, I need her to pick up their slack because they can only do 200 words a minute. She can do 300 words a minute, which means she's going to get more done than them. And what I need done from all my people, they're not going to be able to do it in that same time that I might want it done because they don't type enough words a minute. But Sarah does. Sarah gets paid more. Police officers, I'm sorry, but I don't I don't know how that would go. So I can't even say that. I was gonna say something, but I don't even know how you can do that. Because shit, that actually have to be a person by person. That had to be some shit like this. But the police officers, they go by rank and shit like that. But even then, but actually, you know what? Police officers actually have their own thing. Cause in the police officer, and as a police officer in New York City, a female, I don't know if they still do it now, probably do, but a female officer can go and basically play the hooker and catch tricks and do busts. And after a few months, they will become they'll get a gold badge, fast track for them, for a female as a police officer in New York City. That's a fast track for them to get this, they rank up. A man can't do that. You feel me? Do you hear men out here saying, "Oh, that's wrong, that's unfair"? No, because men understand. There's some things that females can do that we just can't fucking do. But feminism will tell females there's nothing a man can do that you can't do. This is a dark joke I'm about to say. This is a very fucking dark joke. But I saw somewhere where that same shit was said, and the dude said, "That's oh yeah, so there's nothing a female cannot do that a man can." Yeah, he said, "Tell a female to walk down a back alley by herself with no shirt on at night." I said, "Oh my fucking god, fucked up." Dark joke is true. It's true. We have to understand. With feminism, has to understand that there are things that females cannot do that a man can't, and it's nothing wrong with it. And not for nothing, I kind of just thought about it real quick. I think feminism might take what Young Thug said and run with it. I think they can spin that to them. But there's just so much fucking wrong with what Young Thug said that can branch out to every fucking corner of anything black people can do. It's just, he just proved in some forms of why they should have never gave you niggas money. Should have never gave you niggas money. But it is what it is. About to get up out of here. Probably be back on later with more blunts and another topic. But we're gonna pick a fun topic next. That's what my homeboy said I should do. I should start doing fun topics. But this shit is fun to me. But we're gonna do something light shit. Holla at y'all later. Wait, that was wrong.